It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Detroit Lions. And it comes your way next on Madden NFL 25.
Call it Motown, call it the Motor City. To Lions fans, this is home. Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Good to be in the booth with Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. Greg, this is a passing league. You know that from your days. It's evolved even more into a game in the air. And boy, we have a couple of quarterbacks who know all about moving their team via the pass.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see this ball thrown early and often throughout the game. And anyone who loves offensive football, this is certainly a treat. And you said it, Mike. This league has turned more and more with each passing season into a passing league. If you can't throw, if you can't generate points through the air and explosive plays, it is going to be very difficult to compete and win week in and week out in today's modern NFL.
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. First and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Off the play fake. Here's... Oh, and they come after him right away, and down he goes on the first play of the game.
This is a defensive coordinator just testing the waters. How is your protection plan? Do you have a plan for any linebacker or second-level pressures? Well, I think we got the answer in this one because they had no answer for it, and you can bet he's going to continue to dial those up.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. They need 8 as they come up for third down. From the gun, it's Goff. And that is incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a fourth down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Miami offense will make their way onto the field, led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
One of the few southpaws we have playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and while he doesn't have one of the strongest arms, he makes up for it with great anticipation and pinpoint accuracy. So what it does, it allows him to throw very catchable balls. A lot of his receivers do a lot of the damage after the catch, and only time's going to tell how this one plays out. But when he's on his game, they're due for a lot of points.
They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Here's Tua to open with a throw. He runs with it, and he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Look wide. Get this one complete. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Miami.
Each week coming into the game, every team in the league, Mike, places a huge emphasis on success on their opening drive. But the key to that is sustaining possession, converting on third down. It's exactly what they were able to do here, keeping the ball on the ground.
They'll stay on the ground with Achane. Flag comes in as he's forward for about 3 yards. We'll need to check on the call.
Still first down.
Slot receiver headed right. Tua going to give it to Achane. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
They'll run here with the rookie. That will make third down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Here's 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to get going with their second possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. On play action, Goff. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Goff. Over the middle, he's got St. Brown. He'll get this up to the 30, about a yard or so short of the first down.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
They'll try and run it here with Montgomery. And for the moment, that's a first down, but we do have a marker down. Let's see if this one will hold up.
Still 3rd down.
So after the 5 yards walked off, it is 3rd down and 8. Throwing, Goff. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to take over for their second possession. They had to punt on their opening drive. No damage done as of yet. Still scoreless here, and they'll pick it up 1st and 10. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Once again, it's Achane. And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's a handoff. Wait a minute, it's a reverse. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
There's an air of excitement, Mike, anytime they call his number on the ground, and I think we could see why. You just need to catch the defense off guard for a split second, and he'll be through, sprinting downfield before they have any chance to react.
1st and 10 now from the 36. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Now a first down throw for Tua. He'll get this complete. Nick Westbrook-Akine.
Holding. Offense. Still 1st down.
A shotgun snap for Tua. That's complete. It's Jalen Waddle. And that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks. Solid pickup on that first down play. Here's a 2nd and 9. On the handoff, this is Achane. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tunga Vailoa. A gain there of 15. Good for a Dolphins first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
A play fake. Now Tua to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one, and down he goes.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs that sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play, and good job by the defenders tracking him down and took him down for a loss.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. From the gun, here's Tua. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Goff. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. On 2nd down, Goff. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot.
And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Here's Jack Fox now as this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punch it away. A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to take over once again. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. To throw is Tua. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the first quarter. 2 different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection, how can we get extra bodies and extra attention, because we still got a long way to go in this one.
they'll motion the tight end Smith. On the carry, here's A-Chain. Brought down at the 21, a gain of 1. Third and long. Tua. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. The Lions offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll start out first down and 10. Throwing here is Goff. He'll find Montgomery out of the backfield. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll go play action with Goff. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. Here's Goff. That one on target to Williams. He's got it.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need, but really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. 3-0 is our score. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Goff to throw. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. It's picked up by the Dolphins.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay. So they might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
A second down throw for Goff. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That's caught. Left side, it's complete. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. Right back to Williams. They connect again.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Here's Gibbs. A dive, and he's in! Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Here comes D. Eskridge on the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense make their way out to take over once more. Trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. In motion, it's Waddle. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Tagovailoa working out of the pistol. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
3rd and long. Hill brought in motion. 3rd and long. Here's Tua. This one complete to Hill.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
Now the return. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he'll get forward for a couple. Play is made on defense by Jordan Brooks.
A gain of 2 on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Goff to throw. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Now he'll air one out. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand. So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
It is caught left side by St. Brown. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now Goff. That's into the hands of the receiver, Patrick. And he's into the end zone. 10
so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
Extra point attempt still to come. He's got it. And the Lions extend their advantage to 14-3. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Here's Eskridge now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Dolphins offense ready for this next possession. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. Hill brought in motion. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. It was Derek Barnes with the stop. Second and 7. Out of the pistol, here's Tua. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He gets that to his tight end, Smith. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's a give to Achane. Not much happening there, just a short game. Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. To the goal line and in. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Dolphins.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Jason Sanders on for the point after. The kick is good, and the Dolphins are back within 4. It is 14-10. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. Open man downfield, it's Laporta. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Goff going to throw here on. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. It's picked up by the Dolphins. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
Now Sanders on for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Dolphins move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Lions offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And this is taken in by the defense.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue to the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible, because if the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down, you have to be there to make up for it. And the pursuit to the ball is not only how they're able to get him down, it's ultimately how they're able to take the ball away.
The visitors' offense and receiver Jalen Waddle getting ready to go back to work. They'll start in the red zone. And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Here's a 2nd and 12. Throwing, Goff. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Now, Goff. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
A loss of 10 yards.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
Here's their punter now. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. On comes the punter now. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. A fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense getting set to get back to work. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa. Now a screen set up for Achane. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tua. He'll look middle here. It's caught by Hill. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Second and a yard. To the air again, Tagovailoa. This throw right side is caught by Hill. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome. So it makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target, and he comes through for him there.
To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, that once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown.
Throwing again, it's Tua. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Jason Sanders on to try the field goal. This from 34 yards. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Dolphins going to tack on 3 more extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Just 1 second remaining in this first half, and they will kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Throwing here is Goff. Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. Here's H.A. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. In motion, it's Waddle. They run on the jet sweep. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. From the gun, here's Tua. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
For a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Punt team comes out. Dolphins going to kick it away, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This brought in out past the 20, and he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. and the defense has it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one.
Play is under review.
At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. A 2nd down throw for Goff. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things: a highly accurate quarterback and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Coming across the field, it's St. Brown. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery, and he will dive into the end zone. David Montgomery, touchdown Lions. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score, and Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike.